Nate Thor Gaming here, coming at you with an association mode video, season 5 episode 9. Here we are. We're just gonna make a couple of trades that you guys requested in the last video. And the first trade, we have to get rid of DeMar DeRozan. Seems like nobody wants him. I had about 9 people asking me to trade him, 9 different trades. But a trade that I read absolutely a lot is Avery Bradley. I might have to pick him up. But the only thing is I'm going to see if I can pick up James Harden first. But I'm going to come back to that trade. Look at that Ray Allen trade. Really caught my eye too. But he's going to be gone soon. And he's only a 76 now. OJ Mayo trade. But I don't like OJ Mayo ever since he wanted to leave. All because of the free agency. He decided not to sign with me. So whatever. That's his fault. But that Avery Bradley trade I'll come back to. But here we're going to go ahead, and we also have to get rid of Perkins. Nobody wants Perkins. I've had so many people, countless amount of people. I personally like Perkins, but nobody wants Perkins on this team. And he really isn't putting up good numbers. And he's worth a lot of cap room. So we need to get rid of Perkins. And we have to get rid of Eddie House. Because, really, Eddie House is doing nothing for this team. He just sits on the bench, and I think he deserves a couple of minutes. So here we go. We have to go find the man of the hour, James Harden. There we go. Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan. No, I'm not giving up Lowry. I'm sorry. That is not worth it in my opinion. That trade is not worth it at all. I'm not giving up Lowry. So that's pretty much giving up a player that's going to be a 90 really soon, and a player that's going to be a 90 eventually, just for James Harden, who reaches about 94, then he'll go downhill from there. And another player that people wanted me to grab was Bargnani, but he's worth too much. And McGee, 10.7 mil, he's not worth it, all because he's only 1 year younger than Perkins. I think he is. I think he's 27 and Perkins is 28. But we have to go grab this Bradley trade. And someone really wanted me to get Bradley, and this is for you. I don't know what your name is, because there's so much to remember being a YouTube commentator. So this is for you. I noticed your comments, and I noticed all those messages and all that. There's that trade for you. Hopefully I made your day like you said I would, and that trade is complete. We got a starting shooting guard. That's weird. Alright, let's go. And I can't find Austin Rivers. Where is he? I know he's here somewhere. I know they're here. Alright. Look at that. Calderon moving too. There's the Hornets. Austin Rivers right there. Terrence Ross. And no, I'm not giving up Terrence Ross for a point guard. We don't need another point guard. I think Lowry's going to stay with us. In my opinion, I don't want to get rid of Terrence Ross just because he's a player that can really come up, and he's young, and he will grow into a great player. Hopefully he will grow into a great player, but we're going to try to get Austin Rivers. And we need all these players. Drummond's we'll keep. Morris we can get rid of. Well, I don't want to get rid of him just because he's a great bench player, and he accepts the role of being on the bench. No, they won't accept that. And that's my attempt to get Austin Rivers, kind of. Drummond, no. We have no players that are at least more than 1 star on the bench, except for Terrence Ross. I think he's the only player with more than 1 star coming off the bench. We need to... Oh, look at that Dwight Howard playing for the Hornets too. And, oh, look at that team. That team is stacked now. Oh, that team is stacked. Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis. Marc Gasol is also a great player, but look at all these. Just look at all these centers, and you guys tell me which center I should pick up for Kendrick Perkins. Gortat was another center someone wanted me to get. 7 mil, but he's 30 years old. 2.5 stars. I'm not look at this trade. Blake Griffin, Gortat, Scola. Who would ever make this trade? They would be sitting there all cracked up in a meth lab before they take that trade. Jonas is also a great center. He's really underrated in this game, absolutely underrated in this game. But so far, we just need a center just so Drummond can get a little bit better so he can actually start. And Pekovic here, someone really wanted me to get him, But none of these trades I will accept. Terrence Ross is staying. We need to keep Terrence Ross just because he is an amazing player. And he is really great coming off the bench. Like, his numbers are actually not even bad at all. People say, no, he sucks in this game. You go ahead and use him a season with the Toronto Raptors, and you tell me his numbers are bad. When I did it just to see how he progresses in his overall, yes, I do that. I see who's overall. I did it with every team, I think, like on my own time, just to see who progresses and who actually doesn't. But Eddie House, we have to get rid of him. Like, I don't care what we get for him, as long as we don't actually have to give something up. John Lucas II, he is their backup point guard. I don't know why. I think he's a third string point guard. That's what his role is with Toronto. But I think he should stay as a third string. So we probably have to pick up that bench point guard. Austin Rivers, I didn't want to grab him just because he deserves to start, and I don't want to hold him back from his potential. And we have to go to Eddie House, and who can we actually get here that's actually kind of worth it? Timberwolves second. I will take a Timberwolves second, even though we have to give up a second. But their pick is going to be better than ours, even though I don't go through the picks. But we can get a better player in Eddie House with that pick anyways. Even though he's a 50 or something. Look at these players. Like, they're way too old. Let's go ahead and accept this Toronto Raptors second, because Eddie House, we're just getting rid of another player that we don't need. Toronto Raptors might be able to use him, but I don't think so, because he's really kind of useless in this game. I don't know why, but I find him useless in this game. And go through the rosters here. Carmelo, Bradley, there we go, Terrence Ross. This roster's looking pretty good. Kendrick Perkins. Our players aren't looking that bad, but we need Drummonds to get better, because he's going to start for us really soon. Hopefully he starts quick. But you guys need to remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and episode 10 will be out